What interested you in the arts, in entertainment, in acting and performance early on? Of course, you grew up in beautiful Casper, Wyoming, and raised in Odessa, Texas, and you were raised in a Southern Baptist home. So faith and religion were very strong within the home. And you even had this plan early on to be an evangelical Christian minister, and you received a music scholarship to attend Oklahoma Baptist University. Um, how did that switch, or how did you incorporate the arts into what you wanted to do going forward, Jim?
Well, I think I wanted, I look back and I think I wanted to be, I found out that being funny, I was popular, I was accepted, it got me attention. And so I thought, I want more of this. So um, I wanted to be famous. And, I grew up on TV and sitcoms. And I thought, why can't I do that? And so I did go to college on a scholarship to become an evangelistic singer. And thank God for all people concerned that that did not happen. But when I was at OBU, I did a production of Godspell, and Godspell was so instrumental in my life, and it really made me realize that I could use my humor and I could use my voice, and I could just be who I was, and so I decided to go professional, or to go for it professionally. So I moved out to LA because uh, I was familiar with LA more than New York. I'd never been to New York, and New York scared me. But I had been to LA because my brother was in the Marines, and my mom and dad would bring me and Dan out here, and so I came out to LA in 1977 at 22 years old, and luckily fell into the hands of an insane agent who really encouraged me to do stand up. And I did not want to do stand up, but because I wanted a sitcom, she said, if you want a sitcom, then you need to do stand up. And she was so right on. She was crazy, but she was so right on. And because it was the late 70s and everything was coming out of the Comedy Store and the Improv. So I went and auditioned at the Comedy Store and the Improv, and I became a regular right away. And then Too Close for Comfort happened like a year after that. It was very fast. It happened very fast. It was very exciting.
People may not remember that part of your career, the stand-up comedian, right? And that comedic
Oh,
timing and the Comedy Store. Who were some of the contemporaries that were there at the Comedy Store when you were performing? I'm sure lots of
oh,
legends you bumped into, huh?
oh my God. You name it. Billy Crystal, Steve Martin, Robin Williams, Jay Leno, David Letterman. I mean, it goes on, and Sandra Bernhard. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of the people that were doing stand up at the time. And you would just walk in any night of the week, and it might be a 11:45 spot or something. And uh, Robin Williams would come in, and he was doing Mork and Mindy at the time. But the Comedy Store was a huge launching platform for him, and these people would come in and do try out new material. And my first showcase for ABC was at the Comedy Store, and right before they brought me up, Steve Martin dropped in and wanted to try some new material. And I was like, oh my God, Steve Martin is going up before me in my showcase for ABC. But you know what? It was a great lesson for me because I just sort of collected myself as much as I could. And I went, you know what? I'm not Steve Martin. I'm not competing against Steve Martin. I am Jim Bullock. And what I have to offer is different from what he has to offer. So just go up and do your thing. And I did. And I killed. And so that was really great because that led to other showcases and then eventually a contract that got me Too Close for Comfort.
Which is amazing.